We've got you covered on air and online on this election night. We are closely following two developing stories. The U.S. Senate race between Mark Warner and Ed Gillespie is a tight one.
And ballot issues in Hampton Roads. Now Governor Terry McAuliffe is calling for an investigation, but we're going to start our team coverage with an edge of your seat U.S. Senate race in Virginia. Much closer than expected. All the drama of the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl here. Take a look. Mark Warner and Ed Gillespie virtually tied. Gillespie barely leading Mark Warner at this late hour.
That's right. Really too close to call. 10 on your sides. Andy Fox is live in Arlington with Mark Warner's campaign. Andy, 2 hours ago you tweeted it was too close to call and there was no celebrating yet at Warner's camp. So what's the latest now?
Well, we are here with Bobby Scott, and I'll tell you, Mark Warner has not been ahead in this race the entire night. Are you concerned, and why is this race so close?
Well, we expect it to be close. If you look at the last statewide races, we had a sweep, governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general. None of them were ahead till late in the night. And so this is not an unusual pattern.
Well, just about 10 minutes ago, he was behind by 15,000. Now it's 18,000 from your numbers. Does that concern you?
Well, we'd like the gap to be closing, of course, but it's not unusual. And if you look at Mark Herring's numbers, he was way behind with not many votes left, and he caught up.
When Terry McAuliffe ran, he did better in Alexandria, his home city, Mark Warner's home city, by 7 percentage points. Does that concern you?
Well, you have to look jurisdiction by jurisdiction. And at this point, I think the numbers for Mark Warner are still possible. And so we just have to wait until the results come in. The fact that he's behind now with so many votes left is not unusual.
Right. And I'll tell you, there's not been a lot of cheering from the numbers for other candidates, but not for Mark Warner. Just really close.
It's going to be close, and we expected it to be close all along. The polling was basically name recognition. People recognized Mark's name, did not recognize Gillespie's name, but we knew it was going to be close.
Congressman Bobby Scott, who won because, well, he was unopposed. So thank you very much. And that is the latest from the Mark Warner campaign. We will keep you updated, and we will be coming back if we have any updated information. Razor thin. It's going to be a close race, a long night, and we will have all the live updates coming up as warranted. In Arlington, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
At one point, a 5,000 vote separation.
Yeah, certainly a tight race now. We have folks everywhere. And let's get live to Aaron Kelly in Springfield now.
And you're live with the Ed Gillespie campaign. So how do they feel there?
Well, I can tell you this is a fired up crowd. They have been fixated on the results over the past couple of hours here. Right now there is a Republican candidate for Congress, Suzanne Schulte. She's speaking right now. But we know that the crowd here is just waiting to find out what these results are going to be. They've been looking at the television. They've been chanting, "Go, Ed, go." Every time they see the results or they see the Republicans gaining in the Senate, you hear cheers from the room here. We talked to some supporters today of Ed Gillespie. They told us that they thought this was going to be a stunner that was going to happen tonight. Obviously, we know it is too close to call right now, but the crowd here is fired up. They have been closely watching for those results to come in here, and we're going to be here waiting for them to come in. I talked to Mark Obenshain, a Republican state senator, about this. I asked him what his prediction was. He said, "I couldn't begin to tell you, but he does call this a heavyweight slugfest." We will be watching it. That's the latest here, live in Springfield. Aaron Kelly, 10 on your side.